Welcome to Abora Data Systems video tutorial, updating attendance schedules within Fusion. The time and attendance schedule is used to identify the set of attendance rules that this cardholder is expected to follow. All cardholders who share the same attendance schedule will be expected to work to the same attendance pattern. Cardholders should have their schedule set to not defined if attendance information is not required for them. To begin, choose Organization from the main icons, click on Time and Attendance and select Attendance Schedules. To create a new or delete an attendance schedule, click on the relevant button. To amend an existing attendance schedule, double-click on the schedule you wish to amend. The attendance schedule number is the main reference for the record within its file. It is unique and cannot be altered when editing. A description for the attendance schedule must be provided. In the example shown, the attendance plan that is being followed is standard schedule. When creating a new attendance schedule, you are required to select the type of accounting period framing that you wish to use from. This tells the system how to schedule accounting period and settlements, when cardholders who belong to the schedule will have their target hours set back to 0 and, in the case of flexi-time schedules, their flexi-time balances are curtailed if they are attempting to carry forward an excessive amount of flexi-time. Constant period length. Each accounting period will be of a constant length, for example 7 days or 28 days. The accounting period framing date will be regarded as the first day of an accounting period. The accounting period duration will be added repeatedly to this date to provide the dates of the first day of each subsequent accounting period. XTH day of month, for example first. The accounting period framing date will be on the same day of each calendar month, for example January 3rd, February 3rd, etc., as specified in the accounting period framing date. The start of each accounting period will be the day of the month indicated by the accounting period framing date, plus the number of days specified in the offset to accounting period start field. For example, to cope with accounting periods that start on the 1st of every month, the framing date should be set to the 4th of a month and the offset should be set to 0. To cope with accounting periods that end on the 28th of every month, the framing date should be set to the 28th and the offset should be set to 1. That is, each accounting period will start one day after the 28th of each month. XTH weekday of month, for example first Monday. The accounting period framing date will be on, for example, the first Monday in every calendar month or the fourth Friday in every calendar month as specified in the accounting period framing date. For example, if the accounting period framing date was set to Monday, December 12th, the system would regard the second Monday in each month as being the accounting period framing date. The start of each accounting period will be the day of the month indicated by the accounting period framing date plus the number of days specified in the offset to accounting period start field. For example, to cope with accounting periods that start on the first Monday of every month, the framing date should be set to the first Monday of a month and the offset should be set to 0. To cope with accounting periods that end on the fourth Sunday of every month, the framing date should be set to the fourth Sunday of a month and the offset should be set to 1. That is, each accounting period will start one day after the fourth Sunday of each month. Last weekday of month, for example last Sunday. The accounting period framing date will be on the last occurrence of a particular weekday in each calendar month, for example the last Friday in every month, or the last Monday in every month as specified in the accounting period framing date. The start of each accounting period will be the day of the month indicated by the framing date plus the number of days offset to the period. For example, to cope with accounting periods that end on the last Sunday of every month, the framing date should be set to the last Sunday of a month and the period start offset should be set to 1. That is, each accounting period will start one day after the last Sunday of each month. Fifth, fourth week. The length of consecutive accounting periods will be 5 weeks, 4 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 4 weeks, 4 weeks, etc. The start of each accounting period will be calculated as follows. The start date of a 5-week period will be regarded as the first day of a 5-week accounting period. The dates of the first day of each subsequent accounting period will be determined by adding 5 weeks, 4 weeks, etc. to this date. Account period framing date. It contains the date that the system will use for accounting period framing purposes. The date should be no later than the date specified for the start of the first cycle, since the system will use it to determine the start of the first accounting period, as well as the start of subsequent accounting periods. Offset to accounting period start. In the case of attendance schedules that have accounting period framing based on a particular date of each month, or the first, second, third, fourth or last occurrence of a particular weekday in each month, this field acts as an offset from the framing date to the actual start of the accounting period. In the majority of cases this field is set to 0 because the framing date is also the accounting period start date. However, some organizations use accounting period ends rather than starts when framing their accounting periods, and in these cases the accounting period start date would typically be 1 day after the framing date, and hence this field would be set to 1. Details of attendance schedules. Flexi time schedule indicates that the current schedule is a flexi time schedule. If unticked, it is a fixed hours schedule. Period end carry forward indicates that time worked in excess of the contracted target amount up to a predetermined limit is to be carried forward on the first day of each accounting period. If unticked, target and accumulated times will be zeroed at the start of each accounting period. This flag is usually set in flexi time schedules and unset in fixed hours schedules. Ticked or unticked if this is the default attendance schedule. Attendance plan cycle is the start date on which the schedule's attendance plan cycle begins. Cardholders who belong to the current schedule are scheduled to follow the attendance plan specified on this date and subsequent plans on subsequent dates. The system will not calculate attendance information for any cardholder whose schedule has not yet reached the start date of its first cycle. Cycle length may be set to any value between 1 and 91. It is the number of days after which the cycle of attendance plans will repeat itself. Click on the Attendance Plans tab. This window displays the attendance plan that is to be worked on a week-to-week basis. The first attendance plan listed will apply on the first week of the cycle. The next attendance plan listed will apply on the following week and so on. Once the cycle length field has passed, the cycle will return to the first attendance plan listed. Click Save and Close to finish.